Hey, folks, here is a sentence I have not said in about 8 months, but it gives me great pleasure to say to you. Welcome back to the Uncivilized podcast. My name is Traver Boehm. I am your host. Whew, it's been some time, hasn't it? I think the last episode I recorded was in mid-August. And if you haven't heard that episode with Stephen Jenkinson, please go back and listen to that. If you're new to the show, what I'm going to do in this episode is tell you a little bit about where I've been in the last 8 months, what's been percolating, and the direction I want to take the show moving forward. For those of you who are not new to the show, thank you for sticking with us. We actually had like thousands and thousands of listens over the 8 months that we didn't record. So I truly, truly appreciate your support and you continuing to use the podcast. If you've been with us for some time, you know in June, my life changed drastically when I voluntarily entered what I can only call is a massive spiritual initiation. And that was a 7-week dark retreat. That was 49 days alone in a pitch black room. As you can imagine, a lot of things happened in there to me and for me. And when I came out, I just didn't want to keep having the same conversations I've had for the last 5 years, despite loving having them. I wanted to go deeper. I want to talk about some different things. So yeah, I had the episode with Stephen Jenkinson and then put the podcast on hold. And so in this episode, I want to share 3 ideas that I've just been marinating on, has been working on me, that I think will be really valuable for you. I know will be really valuable for you, and will give you some insight into the conversations I want to have moving forward. One quick note, we're now doing a lot of video. So if you're watching this or listening to this on Spotify, there's going to be video. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you can now see that I have glasses. So if you're a listener, feel free to go to YouTube and follow us there as well. I really want to build up that channel. Okay. What's happened? 8 months, right? I came out of the dark and I had this deep mantra, an idea that I wanted to share with the world, but I think I needed to sit with. I actually taught a whole course on it in January, so some of you know about it. But this is going to be one of the underlying foundational frames for the podcast moving forward. And that is the idea of OLSLAI. You've probably seen me write that places. I got it on a keychain. It's now on the back of shirts. You may have seen the owl eyes on the front of shirts. OLSLAI stands for one life, soul led, all in. That was my mantra in the dark. I would say that thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of times, sometimes 1,000 times a day. One life, soul led, all in. One life, soul led, all in. That was a program I taught in January. And it's about deep, deep alignment, about figuring out what you want to do, who you are, how you want to be in the world, and living from that place. And now having that place be informed by the depth of your soul, the deepest part of your truth. This is like radical, radical alignment. In men's work, we talk a lot about integrity. This is integrity on steroids. This is like, I know why I'm here. I know what I'm here to do. God damn it, that's probably scary as hell. And the last part of the mantra, I'm going all in on it. That's the frame for how I'm living the rest of my life. One life, I have one, not a public life, a private life, a secret life. They're all actualized. They're all front and center. They're all unified. It's from the depth of my soul, and I'm all in on that. Whew. Making that decision and living by that has been a radical transformation for me personally. It shifted the business of Uncivilized. It shifted the brand. It shifted the podcast. It started a Substack for me. It started a course on OLSLAI. And it has now had about 15 people who went through the course radically have their lives changed as well. So you're going to hear more about that in the next couple months. How do you live a singular unified life, soul-led, and go fucking all in on it? That's OLSLAI. Now, part of what else came out of the dark was this idea of how do you find your soul's truth? How do you see through the bullshit of the culture? How do you see deep into the heart of what's happening in the human experience? And to me, that was the idea of developing dark adapted eyes. You've probably seen dark adapted on the back of t-shirts as well. That's something else that I want to be talking about in the next couple of months. How do you see through the veil of civilization and through the veil of your life? So that if you're going through a divorce, if you're going through a heartbreak, if you're going through a challenging period, as opposed to 10 years from now, looking back and going, oh, there were gems there. There were lessons there. There were ideas there. Literally looking at it while it's happening and saying, holy shit, I see the opportunity here. I see the growth edge here. I see the potential here, all while not bypassing what is actually happening, right? I hate the sentence, this isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. I think it's happening to you and for you. And dark adapted eyes teach you how to view your life, view your relationships, view your sex life, view your finances, view society, view the Epstein list, view the war in now, where is it? In Iran, all through a truth lens. Dark adapted eyes. I'm going to be talking about that in the next couple of months too. And then finally, this is a biggie. This is my OLSLAI. Many of you have seen me talking about kink more and more openly, talking about relationship more openly. To me, there's this concept. It was given to me by Arpita, the woman who guided me through the dark, whose episode you'll hear next if you subscribe and follow along, which I hope you all do. Arpita has this concept called the Holy Trinity. It is sex, power dynamics, and spirituality. And to me, if I take those three topics and you throw in some surfing and some business, you have what I want to talk about for the rest of my life. And how that applies to men's work, how that applies to Uncivilized, how that applies to men specifically. Even though, as you can see, OLSLAI, Dark Adapted, and the Holy Trinity are co-ed. So I have, for the last 8 months, fully integrated so much of what came through in the dark around my own expression. I've been in a deep study of shibari, kimbaku, the Japanese rope tying, of kink exploration, of power dynamic exploration, both on the jiu-jitsu mat, in business, public speaking, and writing. Power dynamics. God, what a topic. And of course, spirituality. But for me, that is the connection to my soul that I found lying on the fucking ground about day 23 in a pitch black room. So the Holy Trinity is going to be talked about as well. And so I hope you're getting a feel for where this is going. It's still uncivilized. Nothing has changed, right? Looking through the veil of the civilized world, helping men live better lives, helping women live more actualized lives, helping men heal, helping women find their power. These are the topics I want to be going off on. I'm going to be having some solo episodes. I'm also going to be having interesting guests, as I said. And so please follow, subscribe, help me continue to grow the podcast. Find us on YouTube, subscribe there. Find my Substack at Traver Boehm. I'm going to be doing long form writing there. And folks, welcome back to the Uncivilized podcast. My name is Traver Boehm, and I am your host. Have a kick-ass rest of your day.